Welcome everyone to Cow Horse Training Online. Today I got two great friends here with me, Wright, Clayton Edsall, and we just want to talk to you guys about some of the different bridles that we choose for our world's greatest horses. What our mind thinks like as we're going into their 2 rein year, as we transition them into their world's greatest year, and building up to it. All these horses are different. They all got a different feel. Us as riders, the communication between our hands and, what's going on with that horse. So we just got a couple things here that we just want to talk about. I'm just going to start off with something simple. Right here, we just got a Randy Paul. I don't even know what he calls it, but it's just got a nice slope back to it. A little, just trying to tighten them up, maybe straighten things out, as opposed to, with that snaffle with the break in there in the middle. Some of these snaffle bitters, they get to kind of what I would call like rolling through the middle, like pulling that jaw away, and so I might put something like this on them just to kind of like straighten everything up, just to kind of even up their shoulders, even up their body. And
what I notice about this bridle is how far back your reins connect in conjunction to the mouthpiece. So you take this bit straight down, and now your reins pull from here. That's a completely different feel.
Totally.
And so this to me is very slow, especially on a good necked horse.
You guys agree?
Absolutely. And going back to your first question of what's the biggest misconception of picking a bridle?
Yeah.
I know I've fallen into this before because I've bought expensive bridles and have had a favorite bridle. Mm-hmm. It's not about us having a favorite bridle. It's going through the bridles that you have and trying to find the favorite bridle for the horse.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and I think it's real important, like just looking at the conformation of the horse. I mean, you got a flat-necked horse that breaks from his withers and doesn't break a lot in the neck. You put a bridle on him that is going to want to break him in the neck before it gets to their feet, and now they're so close to the ground, like with their front feet, because it breaks them here. But they maybe need to just travel out there in a maybe not just a smaller, shorter shank bridle, and you can float them where you get a horse that's more up and got more of a bridle horse neck to him, and he almost needs to break a tick before you get to his feet. Yeah. It can be such a huge difference, You put that bridle, you put the bridle on the horse that's flat necked and low, just trying to direct that horse's feet, but it's breaking him here first, and now he's choppy and can't just flow with his feet. Would you agree?
Oh, 100%. Just like what you were saying with what I would look at as a horse like built. So these two right here are prime examples. I would, these two bridles right here. I'm not saying that they're. I would use them on. I would probably find myself using these two bridles on more of the older horse, But then too, I've found myself like putting a horse into the bridle. I'd ride this chin strap really loose on this spade. You got a lot of tongue pressure right here, this straight bar right here. However, with a real loose chin strap, teaching that horse how to find the center of that bridle, as he's loping around.
Biggest mistake that somebody makes about a bit or a bridle, that it's gonna fix your problem and speed the process up. I've done it 5 million times. Thinking that you can shortcut it, and now I feel kind of old actually, because I've heard that 1,000,000 times and I didn't believe it. But when you ask me that question, it really does ring true of there's going to be bridles that help us along the way and help us get the result that we're looking for. But at the end of the day, it comes down to